Hello and welcome. Name's Derek and I sell physical media on eBay. Like videos about what I buy, source videos about what's sold videos. I've gone country with Bill Bands today. A little twang. Alright, stop it. So the first thing is the video prior to this one, previous to this one, the microphone right up above the camera. Now it's right here. I'm going to see if I can make use of acoustics and see what sounds best to just kind of keep this one. I'll probably end up having to put a little muffle over it just to help absorb some of the vibration so the sound is a little more crisp. But it is a sourcing video. Let's kind of go over today. I went to right down the road, 8 minutes down the road, to the Salvation Army. Went over to the Goodwill, found a few things at each. Let's find out what they are. The Salvation Army was $6.37 for this little stack here. And I'm going to use the handy dandy telephony. All right, so this one was a scan. Nothing. I think something did come up. It was pretty good. Actually, instead of just talking about it. All right, so this new other, it's a little different. This one is new for 13. However, when I went into Terapeak, they do sell. I think one did sell for new for over 20, and I got 2 of them. So say 20 bucks each. This one is 10th Avenue North. It's sealed with Salvation Army. Puts this packing tape around all of them. Why they have to, I don't know. And that's open back there, but it is essentially sealed. It's only 10, 12 bucks. Date night, living room dancing. Right, this didn't have anything on the spine, so it piqued my interest. I cut that tape, looked at that, and then I believe I had to go into Terapeak, but they are like 25, 30 bucks used. Impromptu Card Magic is about the same thing. This one, no tape, does have a clean disc. 25, 30 bucks, maybe a little more. So these would have been $1. Everything was $1 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. And then I paid $6.37. And this Jack Daniel's Legacy. So it is a little worn, but it is a $25 to $35 book to pay $1 for. Goodwill was $24 for the 9 items, I believe. So that was $30 for 6, the $2 average. Yeah, not the best, but the stuff that sells is Stardust. So these ones before were like 15 bucks. Wait on that one. And so this one before as well. Greatest Hits by McGuffey Lane. 30 to 50 bucks. Slayer. World Painted Blood. And even the case door, the case lid. But I'll replace that. Well, it's like 15 bucks. Donnie Iris, I don't do a whole lot of these. I mean, I do look them up. A lot of them really don't turn out to be good, but it's just another one of those studio bakers presses that's out there that every once in a while there'll be a good one. It's like that. Wow. Some of those, well, no, that's what I call music, things like that. Some of those can still be 30, 40 bucks, 50 bucks. Save that one for the end. Save that one for the end. 28 day, it's like 25, 30 bucks. So this would have been $2.50. The same thing with the Stones River. 25, 30 bucks. DVDs. This Jacques Brel is alive and well and living in Paris. No barcode. So it is a 2-disc, mint discs with the booklet. Going by the artwork and me putting the number 2 in the title, one has sold in 3 years for $70. I don't think any are listed, and I'd have the only one. Can I list it for $75 and see what happens? Yup. Because if it did it once, chances are it wasn't a fluke. So this one caught my eye. There's no art to it, artwork. It is the correct back, which is good because then I can use that barcode. So I use the barcode on this one. So this is the favorite opera arias. Mozart, Wagner, Bizet, Puccini, Verdi, 1994, Gake and Company. Doesn't say where it's made. Pure gold plated. And it's US phone number, so US based. So gold plated got my eye. $54 with the artwork. I was like, well, that's going to be enough just on scan. Even if nothing were to come up as sold, that would just be enough on just scan. Be like, yeah, I'll pay the $2 for it. No matches. So I paid the $250 plus tax for it. Favorite opera arias. Let's see how many just come up. 311. Now I could just type in gold if I wanted to. And I'm going to have to. Gold. 6 results. And there are these ones. 4 of the 6. So are any of them, I mean, they're listed around $50, so nothing there. So it could be just one of those. It's going to be a one-off buy that someone's going to pay $50 for it sometime down the line. Go down here to selling. $48 with the artwork. So can I list it for 50? Yep. All right, this other one is the Ultimate Youth Choir book. So this is one I did have to hand type. Scanning comes up about with a couple 40, $52 or 85. 85 brand new. Sold none, but through Terapeak, yeah, they're 60 to $80. I've sold kind of like different things like this before. So ultimately, what it is for the $30, 80, 150, 2, 3, 4, 5 and change. And then now you're going to see a heavily edited version of the video that I did this morning. That was going to be the intro, but it ended up being 17 minutes. So I'm going to chop that one down quite a bit, and that's going to be what those were. And combined of what I got the past couple days in between that estate. Wait, no, because I listed those. I still have those CDs. The 2 stores today and miscellaneous barn yesterday. I think that's all of it. There's miscellaneous receipt. Combo video where I go over what I got yesterday. So I went to the miscellaneous barn. We were going to end up going to the Goodwill, but that's when I bought that time frame on the way back. It's only like 15 minutes down the road. The miscellaneous barn, Goodwill's 7-8. So halfway time-wise. But that's when it started to sleet, snow. All right, miscellaneous barn, $12. So I didn't really get much there, but I did get plenty for what I paid. All right, and there's a reason why I'm going to talk about this more over. Okay, so to start, tapes are 2 for $1, so I got these 2 sealed Type 2. So there's Type 1, which is going to be the common ones you're going to see all over the place. You can still make a few bucks on the Type 1s, but the Type 2 and Type 4. So I want to say 2 Type 4 sealed. One's like $40. The other one is the Nakamichi, but that is a reference tape, and that one's like almost $100. But that's Nakamichi brand. Type 2s, I mean, by average, it'd be like $7 to $10 each. So I have a stack of maybe 15 right now, and I'll just keep adding a stack until I get like a whole bin of. When it comes time for it, I'll buy like a cassette carry bin or carry case, and I'll just put them all in there and just sell it all like that. All right, so this is Chad and Jeremy. Nothing really pops off on it, but it is an older, made in Canada, Polygram, I believe. No, these are Elite Polytel, made in Canada. The cassette is made in Canada. Yeah, everything, 1991. So it's an older Canadian press tape. It's probably only $10. All right. This Time Machine, read by whoever that name is there. I can't read it from here. By H.G. Wells. Nothing particular exciting about the cassette. But there are a couple sales. One's a little lower for like $12, but there are a couple that are right around 30 that have to go into therapy. So 25 cents. Will it eventually sell for $20? I'm gonna guess, yeah, hopefully within a year. Van Halen, this one was skin. I think these sell more commonly like $12. These 2 Golden Lightfoot, since there were, and then there was another one without a case or artwork, and another one without a case or artwork that was all like almost completely worn. I could barely read what's on it. These ones though, I think the Summertime Dream is the one that's like $15-20, but this one here is it's less than 10. So for the $1, it's going to be the same amount to ship these 2 anyhow. There we go. All right, this is Agnetha Falskog. This particular one can be $30, maybe a little more. Right, there are quite a few sales on it. This is just another one of those. It's not really the look. It's not really the artwork. It's the name. And it's New York made. Oh, this might be it. The heat is on. There's fire in the street. That's all I can remember right now. But that's the first song. Maybe that's her saying that. Well, I mean, I don't know the exact one I just sang. Oh, Burn Twice Shy. Ah, okay. So, Agnetha Falskog, I guess, is maybe so. I'll have to listen to her when I'm doing listings. All right. So, like $30. Deep Purple is like 10, maybe 12. Nothing special about the cassette. All right, and here is a different one with a different type of cassette. So this is Sidor Belarski. The name comes up with quite a few things. Books and other media. I typed in songs of the Holocaust. That seems to be quite, I mean, just Holocaust is, I mean, can be considered macabre, but it's just very, very specific, right? So, went into Terapeak, and I think a couple records sold for like $20. If I have a cassette, which is a much smaller and much more portable version of a record, that's one way how I look at it. Is like, well, if only records are out there and I have a cassette, if people want the portability of a cassette, people are walking around with cassette players, right? I already mentioned that other thing. So, however, Sidor does Yiddish, so uh, Jewish singing. I got it for a quarter. Gonna put it for $20 and see what happens. And yeah, so it's another one of those. It's enough to where the artist does sell a little. It's very specific. The actual title does sell, so I'm at no loss there, especially for a quarter. Reprise. All right. Harry Chapin. Now I could probably do this with the phone, but this Harry Chapin, man, this is really beginning to be an extended version of Source. I'm gonna have to chop this one down quite a bit. This does not have a barcode. It doesn't have like any other type of. Well, it does have like a code up there on the top. What you're looking at, top left, but couldn't find. Maybe I did, and there were a couple available on audio cassette. Georgia. I don't remember, but it's got to be like $20. CDs are $1 there. All right, this Billy Bob, was this the one? Yeah, this Billy Bob Thornton. It was like $30. No, maybe maybe it's less, but still, Billy Bob Thornton. That's what I said when I picked it up. I'm like, who is it? Billy Ray? Nope. Billy Thorpe? Nope. Billy Bob Thorpe? What? Twin Peaks soundtrack, like $10. I think I already have one of these. If not, I've sold them before. Twin Peaks stuff sells. In another Carnival, which by itself isn't really anything, but I have a couple other Carnival reggae Caribbean type CDs I got from that estate sale that I haven't listed any of that stuff yet. So this will probably just go with that. So that'll be 3. And the reason I think there's one I will do separately that's more over $20, a 2-disc one, and then I have 2 other Carnivals that I'll just put into one and make it 3 or a 2-disc. Miles Van, something I just picked up because the name came up pretty good for books, and going to Terapeak and pretty much considered a dud. But this would have been 25 cents. Right, so, or pay $2 for the book, so this would have been 50 cents. But I will still list it because the lower of anything that is listed is $25. Small enough book where in a year or two, if it's just never sold after the prices come down a little bit, it's 50 cents. Gotta put in a box and take up to the book place and see if I can get 5 cents back for it. This Imperial German Army Uniforms and Organizations. This one does have, hand type does have a sale for about $40. There is like one listed. So this is the Mala Robinstein Book of Beauty. Type it up, got some interesting results. Go to Soul, got nothing. Go to Terapeak, got nothing. So nothing for 3 years, but I'm holding on to a book I paid $1 for. Nothing by her name. Stuff is listed, but nothing by her name is sold. Terapeak. But it's signed and inscribed. No, well, it's not really inscribed, so it's Palm Springs. So now we know exactly where and who it is. Now, signed things of hers are listed anywhere from $50 to a couple $100. So for $1, for me to hold on to just something that basically it's going to be signed. That's what it is, a signed signature. This, yeah, will I hold on to it for a couple years? Just to make that $100 sale? Yep. That's going to be an interesting one to come back on. All right, so you hear all that. No. Yeah. Like what you heard, like what you saw, like what you heard. Hand typing stuff. You're going to have to hand type a lot of this stuff. I mean, these don't have barcodes on them. Some of them do, some of them don't. And well, like that one should just be kind of the guineas, like Jack Daniel's history. Like, all right, or legacy. That's got to be something. Use your beyond. Use your imagination. If you're someone and you thought something, either way. Everything you're going up, comment down below, subscribe, share, it's all free. To help me help everybody. Appreciate it.